Hello everyone, in this video we're going to be talking about how to solve multiple choice problems with any operation of rational functions, talking simplifying, multiplying, dividing, adding, subtracting, anything. And then we're also going to talk about rational equations, how you can solve that as well. So let's start with the first one. And what you really need to know here is that in every single one of these problems, you are just simplifying, okay? So even if it says that you are multiplying or dividing, what you're doing is saying is you're really just simplifying. So this expression up here should be equal to the answer that we get at the bottom. So since we're simplifying, what we're going to do to solve for this is we're going to type the first thing into Desmos. So we're going to type this whole thing, the whole original equation, into one blank. And then we're going to type in our four answer choices, and we're going to see which one of those is going to line up right on top of it. The only thing that you really need to know here is that Desmos only works in X and Y. So we're just going to change all these n's to X's. You get the idea, so I'm not going to go through and put it for every single one. So let's go type this in. X squared plus 4x plus 3. Okay, all of that divided by, so you're going to have to highlight it, divided by x squared plus 10x plus 21. Okay, and then we're going to have to do divided by. So what I need you to do for divided is you do need to put each one in parentheses. Otherwise, you may get to the incorrect answer. So let's put parentheses around this whole thing. Put parentheses around this guy and around this guy. And you'll see why, because it's going to look a little bit different than it does here. All right, and then divided by x minus 8. Okay, and then x minus 8 is being divided by 24 minus 3x. Okay, so here's our equation, and I'm just going to put parentheses around the bottom as well, just to make sure that it is certainly this numerator divided by this denominator. So please trust me in putting parentheses around the numerator and the denominator. All right, now we're going to type in our answer choice A, and we're going to see, does this line up directly on top of my function? If so, then we are going to circle A. If not, we're going to move on. So first one is x plus 7 divided by x plus 10, x minus 5. Okay, and let me make sure I have this in correctly. Okay, then you ask yourself, does this line up directly on top of the equation? No, this is not an equivalent expression, so we are going to cross out answer choice A. So let's move on to answer choice B. Negative 3 times x plus 1. Okay, and then all of that is being divided by x plus 7. Okay, then you ask yourself, does this one line up on top of my purple equation? Not this, this was answer choice A right here. And you can see that it does indeed line up directly on top of it. Because it lines up directly on top of it, this is our equivalent expression, and this is going to be our answer. And you could go further and check all the other ones, but it's really not necessary. This guy is going to be your answer because it does line up directly on top of the function. Okay, so let's try out the next one. And in this one, we're not simplifying, we are solving. So let's add another sticky note. We are solving. And the way that you can solve in Desmos is you're going to type the left-hand side into one blank, right-hand side into another, then find their intersection. And your answer is going to be the x value. Intersection. There we go. Okay, so this is what we're going to be doing for this next one. The second problem down here, we're going to be typing the left-hand side into one blank, the right-hand side into another blank, and then we're going to find their intersection. So I'm going to type this into one blank. 1 divided by 2x squared minus x minus 21. And let's see if I put this in there correctly. 2x squared minus x minus 21. Okay, there we go. So here's our equation. And then we're going to type in the second one into the second blank. So let's type this guy into the second. You may need to type in y equals, especially if it's just a number. So it's not a bad habit to go ahead and start typing y equals in the front. Okay, so the second one, 1 divided by 4x squared. Okay, minus 2x minus 42. Okay, and then plus x minus 7 divided by 4x squared minus 2x minus 42. Okay, so here's our two equations here, and the important thing to know is that Desmos is going to show you all of your important values with these little gray points over here. So here is one of the y-intercepts, and the way I can tell is the blue and the green are not crossing here. This is actually a minimum point. That one's kind of hard to see, but it's certainly not where they're crossing. So let's keep on going, and if it's not showing up the blue points, just click on the lines and it'll show up. The gray points, sorry. All right, you can see here, this is, if you zoom in, this is actually an x-intercept, so that's not an intersection. And this one right here, this is going to be your intersection. The way that you can tell is it's not a zero value, and the blue and the green are coming together at this point. So 8 is going to be one of your answers, and let's just double check that there's not another answer here. Okay, and this one looks like it could be an answer, so let's just zoom in and see. And this is not one of your answers. This must be a minimum value for the green line. So this is not one of the answers because it's not crossing, but our answer is going to be at 8, which is right here, and we're just going to write down the x value. So since our answer is the x value of 8, then our answer is going to be D. All right, hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'd be very happy to help you out. Goodbye.